My name is Sebastian.
How's the mall treating you?
And the mall's been treating me alright. As you probably saw on my last video log, guys, I found what can only be described as a city of hell, but at the same time it was a city of heaven. It was a city of ghouls like this lady here. They're all these half-dead, irradiated kind of creatures, but at the same time they were the friendliest people I have met in the wasteland by an absolute mile. And after I left you last, guys, I continued exploring the city. It's all kind of in a museum downstairs with this wonderful artwork, and I found two bars. I found a lovely lady who gave me a book to read just for the heck of it. There was a few weird characters. Some guy offered me a free haircut. Some guy offered me some money if I would kind of go and take care of some problems for him, and there's various kind of issues that you can see there, but overall the feeling was just a really, really friendly one, and I was so glad to actually find that there is some civilization in this hellhole of a wasteland that is genuinely nice. They've also been completely patched up, as you probably saw in my last video log. I met that Riley girl who's asked me to go and help her comrades. I do want to try and do that. She's also told me that I can head over to her place and try and pick up some equipment. But I feel that as I'm here, I should at least see what's going on in this museum. I need to get this satellite dish for 3 dogs. So I'm just going to simply retrace my steps across this mall. You probably saw them walking across there. You can see them over there in the distance as my crosshair changes red. This literally, in the purest form of the word, is a war zone. You've got sandbags, we've got trenches, we've got armoured soldiers walking around. I mean, it's just a case of me sneaking past this and trying to get to the museum without basically starting a war. My ammo isn't huge, especially on this lovely Chinese assault rifle I have been using. It's not bad, but I'm now less than 100 bullets. So where possible, I need to conserve ammo, possibly even sneak past things if I can. But I can't risk getting hurt. I mean, one thing I know is there is a doctor over there, so if I get hurt again, I can go straight back over and patch myself up. But it did cost me a good 80 caps or so, so I can't just do that over and over and over again. I've got to learn to be more. I've got to learn to protect myself, but this is the thing. I'm not a warrior. I am not a fighter. This is basically things I've kind of learned on the job. I mean, I killed those 2 things over there. There's in fact these 2 bodies here I've managed to kind of deal with, but I am not like Sebastian the assassin. I am Sebastian the student, the scientist, the repairer. I tinker with things. But I have to say I have got a certain strange kind of enjoyment from taking down that BMF earlier, throwing some of these grenades, especially the way those fireballs launch up when they connect with some of these super mutants. It feels good. It does feel good. So this is the Museum of Technology. We need to find a satellite dish to repair the radio station for 3 Dog, and then finally, hopefully, he will tell me where my dad has gone, and maybe I can try and put this whole nasty experience to bed. But I guess worst case scenario, I feel I've got a bit of a home away from home now in that underworld, the city of ghouls. And if I have to live out my days with a load of rotting, grotesque but nice people, I could see a future there. That is, if I have a future after seeing whatever is in here. Okay, there's a super mutant right in front of me. Behind that, whatever that is over there. It's big, it's green, it's nasty, and I'm standing in a big light. So let's try and move into the shadows. Activate Viper magnetic rail cannon. Do I have the time to investigate this a little bit? Ooh, whoa, that thing is big. That thing is big, so much bigger than normal people. This is the only known prototype of the X227 magnetic rail cannon, also referred to as a railgun. The energy uses energy cells to propel deleted uranium across blah 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 on loan from something. These cases display weapons. That'd be quite cool. Down there, it looks like the cases are empty. I mean, it's true, I'm in a museum of technology, but maybe there's going to be other things that I can find here to aid my quest. Huge one up there. And I think I saw more than one. I think I saw one go up the stairs. Oh no, there's one. Oh, and there's one. And then there was the third one up there. There's at least 3 around. I mean, picking off one mutant, I think I can do that. But 3 in close proximity, that's going to give me a real problem. Real problem. Oh God, please don't tell me that's 4. Okay, let's think. What have I got on me? I think I've got a few mines remaining. I'm getting low on them. 3 frag mines, sorry, and 1 bottle cap mine. How about we put a mine right there for anything that kind of gets across, and then we put this bottle cap mine at the bottom of these stairs, and then we run, we duck, we hide, we get out the Chinese assault rifle, hit the mine, hit the mine, hit the mine. Why did that not connect? Running out of bullets, and I'm running out of ammo. Health, I should say. Come on. Damn it, missed him. Crap, one more. How many of these things are there? Let's see if I can use this hunting rifle, get a shot in the head. They seem to be trying to pick up each other's ammo. Come on, down you go. Missed him again. Move! Ho ho! 1 health bar remaining. I guess now we survey the carnage that remains. 1, 2. There's an alternative rifle here if I need it. I guess I could come back. 306 round. I don't know what runs on that. 4. Was it only 4 I took down? It felt like more. I guess these things take such a whack that you can just keep shooting them and never really make much of an impact, and you think you've killed 10, but actually you've only killed 1. Museum of Technology Employee Terminal. The virus that has been playing the architect model, blah blah blah, is an unknown attack. I'm happy to announce that the infection has been removed. The soul of this machine has been improved. I wonder how old these things are, these messages. Messages from one employee to the other. A long time ago. Hang on, look. Power armor suit. Where's that? Where's this? This is a quick rundown of the acquisitions we have been awarded. Please see me in the standard research quest so we can get these in. I wonder if that means I can find some weapons here. Like, not even like old weapons, because that was talking about laser pistols, so that can't be that old. Stealth Boy. Rob Coy Stealth Boy description. This is the Rob Coy Stealth Boy, personal stealth device. Developed by Robert Mayflower, the Stealth Boy generates a modulating field that transmits the reflected light from one side of an object to the other, making the bearer almost invisible to the untrained eye. That's awesome. And that's definitely something I can use in a place like this. Maybe I can sneak my way to this satellite dish. That is, of course, assuming this satellite dish is even still here. It's a plane. In fact, look, it was probably attached to the ceiling. It seriously fell off. Right, we've got another terminal here. Museum information. Exhibit guides, special events. We've got transportation exhibits, robotics exhibits, flight exhibits, and space flight exhibits. I think that's what I need. Space Flight Galaxy or simulator ride. What else have we got here? Flight exhibit. I guess that's probably what just fell on my head. We've got some original prototypes of Mr. Handy, Mr. Gutsy. I wonder if I can do anything with these robots. I've got to reprogram or something. And a journey through transportation. Okay. And a weird thing at the bottom there, 0000. Hi there, Jigs. I finally found a good place to stitch your share of the loot. It was hell getting here, but I made it. I left the usual breadcrumbs all over the info terminals in this place. Their computer security was a joke. Complete the sequence and you're home free, but make any mistakes and the system will lock you out. We'll meet up in the usual spot later. Prime. I see that appears to be a note added by someone a lot later. If there's a stash, then maybe more goodies for Seb. First aid box, please give me some stim packs. Ah, morphine, bobby pin. It's useful, it's not as useful. Hello, ladies. A staircase. Now, which way do I need to go before I start committing myself? Well, there isn't really a kind of a map of the location. There's also any signpost around. Ah, here we go. Delta. Well, everything's that way. But which way that way, I can't be sure. Let's try the staircase for now. God, let's try and keep myself quiet. Was that an exhibit? USS Ebon Atoll's flag. This flag was discovered from the wreck of the USS Ebon Atoll, a USS Navy cruiser sunk off the coast of Alaska in 2066 with all hands lost. The cutting-edge vessel's loss was due to a nuclear torpedo strike. My God. It's like... The big problem with this museum is it's a memorial to humanity destroying itself, you know? This isn't actually just like harmless exhibits. These are the things that were actually put together that led to the death and destructions of millions and millions of people. You know, the reason why. That's a vault. That's a vault. Vault tour. That's a vault entrance. That's like the thing I came out of from Vault 101. God, you know what? I'm not sure I even want to go back in there. Virgo 2 exhibit, Delta 9 exhibit. Oh, it looks like it's over there, but I can't get over. Look, the whole roof's fallen in. So I have to try and find another way around. Oh, God, I don't want to go in and back into the vault. I don't know if it'll feel like home or feel like hell. Museum information. What's a Gigamatrix ticket? Some kind of cool little ride. Now that Prime guy said he left notes all around the terminal, so we should probably check terminals as we go around. Now I'm just going to go back into sneak mode because I mean hopefully those were all the super mutants that were around. Good, we got some more of these stealth boys. That is a brilliant find. I just hope there's more of this stuff around. There's some sort of lasers in there, but I can't seem to open this up. The YK-32 pulse pistol is an electric pulse weapon. Many people are familiar with the term pulse, blah blah blah, but how do I open it? Do I think I just take a shot at it? God, it's bulletproof. It's bulletproof. Well, I suppose it would have to be, because if people, you know, people were visiting the museum, they couldn't risk people stealing these weapons. Damn it, I'm gonna have to leave those there. Completely wrecked. The halls of today, and it's a complete wreck. You know what? That seems kind of fitting. There is no today. The only thing left, weapons from the past. God, that means I need to go in the vault. Some sort of security room here, but these windows are barred. Whoa! Looks like it's some kind of automatic tour. Huh? The vaults were good, you know. I mean, my family, I'd assumed my family had actually survived in them for 100 years. God, no, this is just like when I had to flee the vault. This is just like when the Overseer was sending those men to try and kill me, and oh God, I don't like this. I don't like this. I had to run. God, those doors. I know this doesn't. I didn't show it in the video log, but God, I had to run from everything I had ever known. People that I had known for years were turning against me, were trying to kill me, were bad-mouthing Dad. It was really, really hard. And you saw me when I left that vault. I mean, I was a mess. You know, I'm still a mess. And I had to run through a door like that, a door which I had, you know, I'd seen once before. We did a tour when we were a kid. I'd seen the door, but we'd never seen it open. And when it opens, it's this huge screech, and the door rolls to one side like some sort of kind of unveiling of Pandora's box. And God.
Smile. Our Simu-Sun lighting mimics the feeling of being outside, with only a fraction of the sunburn potential.
Mimics the feeling of being outside. You know what? I'm not sure it does. But you know what? These bloodstains on the floor. That does mimic what I saw in the vault before I left. But if there's bloodstains, that means someone shed the blood, which probably means I'm not alone in here. Some greyed out windows. I've got a switch. Interactive button. Oh God, look, there's a body. But that's not a recent body, that's been here 50, 60, 70 years. No flesh remaining at all. Looks like the cleaner.
The living sections make use of our revolutionary
That's like my cot. That's kind of like what I grew up in with Dad. That was... Oh, the light went off. Hang on. Dad's office looked just like that. I can't believe my home is a museum exhibit. The places that I kind of grew up in are being shown for kind of entertainment. I guess I'm out of date.
Kitchen system makes cooking a breeze. I can smell the muffins baking now.
Guess all apart from the part about having a mum, it's pretty accurate.
Or don't be. Step into our
The goat test. I did that. It's a test you take where basically the Overseer decides what job you're going to have based on these ridiculous questions. It never told me anything helpful. It certainly didn't tell me I was going to end up doing this.
Our eye-on-you cameras enable the vault's leader to watch your every move. You'll never be alone again.
Yeah. Those cameras felt like a thing of safety all through my life, you know, knowing that we were always being watched and protected, but I'm starting to change my mind on quite a lot of this stuff. There's a big similarity between being protected and being restrained sometimes. The rocks. The rocks that surround the vault. The rocks, of course, were the bit that make you safe from the radiation. The only thing that's actually thick enough to keep the nuclear fallout at bay.
Please take a tour from our helpful vault tech guides.
Okay, well, we've made it through. Oh, good. This is the other side of the initial exhibit. So this should take us through into the two spaceship exhibits. Now we've just gone through quite a big thick door, so it's possible there may be things in here that didn't hear the fighting going on before. I'm somewhat hungry. Okay, well we'll think about food in a minute. I don't want to sit around chomping while there could be creatures around. Looks like there's some more planes up here, more war. What's this? Vertibird prototype. This is a scaled model of the military transport vehicle, the Vertibird, vertical takeoff and landing, the most advanced aircraft of its time. Never seen one of those, didn't even see any of those in books. Scary thing.
If you're gonna talk, talk.
God, there's something alive here. That sounds like a super mutant. Please just let it be one. See if we can find some more of these messages from Prime. Number 2. Good luck. That implies it's a choice. Well, how would you know? How would you know which one to pick? I mean, do you think it's like a code these guys have? What do I do? Do I guess? Or was the clue in what I read before? Prime. His name was Prime. Prime number? Only one of those, I think, is a prime number, which is 53. Confirmed. Okay, well that seems as good a logic as any. Oh, that could be the dish. That could be the dish I need. There's something, see that just over there? But again, the museum's so wrecked, I'm going to have to find my way through it another way. I don't fancy taking on more of those guys. But I'm going to need to get over to that side of the building, so the options are basically the stairs or the door. Well, I know there's guys that way, so I guess we'll try it this way. I only just survived getting past those 4 guys before. I mean, maybe I could head over to the back to Underworld, patch myself up again, but it's going to take a huge amount of time. Some terminals. What are these? Space fact: the sun loses almost 4 million tons of mass. God, I don't have time to be messing around with facts. I mean, this is a good museum, or at least it would have been back in the day, but I guess it was never intended to be a showdown between humanity and mutant. What the heck is that? Some kind of weapon? Some kind of satellite? What a bizarre room. Okay, well, we should probably find out what this thing is. I mean, there could even be a satellite dish on this thing if it is some kind of satellite, but there were all those guys behind me. So, what if we get just a couple of mines, and while we're checking this thing out, we just kind of sprinkle them down here. Maybe one here, and one down here at the bottom. So if any of them kind of follow me, then that. Oh God! What the hell is that? God, look! It's a huge projector. It's putting the. Oh God! Oh God! Look, there's a mutant. I'll take him down before he picks up that gun again. Was that something else that moved? Something looked like it flickered over there. Some rounds. Damn, nothing else. Damn it. Why couldn't they have had more on them anymore? Space. The final frontier. Activate Planetarium terminal. Stop show in progress. And the roof returns to normal. That's amazing. That is amazing. What a cool idea. You know, showing people, I guess, kind of what's out there. Oh god. There's a mutant. It looks like it's stuck there. Do you think he knows I'm here? Did I pick up that mine or did I leave it down there? I can't remember. Damn it, I picked it up. I should have left it there. Gonna need to get closer to have a chance of hitting it with this thing. 83%. That's a good enough odds for me. Critical strike, but it didn't even phase him. God, it's right on top of me! Die! 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 It went down. Finally. Okay, well. Doesn't look like there's anything else coming at the moment. Gun cabinet. Damn it, it's locked. Got some whiskey. Got some cola. A few caps, maybe. Oh, health pack. Health pack, please. Nothing. Activate Planetarium terminal. Okay, let's see what this can do for me. Okay, worthy. 1 out of 6. So it can't be that. It can't be that. These work by just, you have to match up the number of letters that you've got. I think I've shown you one in the video logs before. Damn it. Well, it can't be anything that ends ER if it's 0 out of 6 for walked. It can be that, though. Unlock Planetarium exits. Maybe that's the door on the other side. I didn't know it was locked, but hopefully now it's open. This thing is amazing. Except, of course, the need to discover space led to rockets, which led to missiles, which... led to the destruction you see in front of us. God. How many more of these things do you think that there are? Staircase. You can hear something walking behind there. Let's see what's up here first. Looks like a dead body, a plunger. Some kind of travelling salesman, maybe? Huh, guess so if he's got a metro ticket. Can hear those footsteps behind those doors. Some kind of control room? Coffee mug. Whiskey bottle. Turret control system. Does that mean there's turrets out there? God, there's a mutant. If there's turrets out there, if I can activate them, maybe they'll take down the mutants. Need a key for the office here, but it's what of it? I'm obsessed with whiskey in this place. I think, unfortunately, even with all the stuff I'm carrying, I can't get myself to a high enough computer skill to actually activate this turret system here, I think I can get myself to like 45, 46, and I need 50, which is so frustrating because it looks like there's tons of them out there. I suppose the alternative might be to try and use one of those stealth boys I picked up earlier and try and sneak past. But I'd be putting a lot of trust in technology, which is like 200, 300 years old. I don't even know if it's still going to work. I guess whatever happens, I'm going to need to use this last stim pack because my health's low. It sounds like there's more than one person walking around out there, and I saw another one out the side, so I think there's a huge bunch of them here. I'm low on ammo. I'm getting pretty desperate, to be honest. Low ammo, low health, lots of mutants. I think the satellite dish is behind this door, so I don't have that far to go, but I'm going to need some sort of plan here. Maybe I could kind of use the remaining mine I've got to try and set up some kind of trap. Now I've got these mini-nukes, you know, the ones that I picked up ages ago. I've got that big fat man thing that I can barely carry, but if I put a mini-nuke there and then put a mine next to it, then in theory one would trigger the other. Yeah, do you see where I'm going with the kind of logic? If we kind of attract the super mutants out, one of them maybe come through the door, maybe we can try and slow him down, you know, so he doesn't trigger the mine straight away, let all of them kind of bunch up, and then when that mine triggers, it'll trigger the mini nuke here as well. Maybe try and get it just a little bit nearer, because I can't beat these guys by brawn, and I can't beat these guys by firepower, so maybe I can beat these guys by brain. I think we need to do as much damage as we possibly can as well. I've got a few things here that it will increase the amount of damage I'll be doing, and that actually even applies to the explosive as well. If you take some psycho and some of this meat that increases my damage, then I guess it's just a matter. Yep, they found me. God, the psycho's making my vision go weird. Right, we just need to. I don't want one to run down the corridor, because if one just triggers the bomb, then that's a waste of a bomb. So let's just see if we can try and slow them down a little bit. God, I'm getting so low on ammo. Which that one's almost dead. I mean, maybe I don't even need to use the mine, but I've got barely any ammunition left in the Chinese assault rifle. There's one down. God, look at the armors on that. He's got armors on his legs, on his arms, and his head. This one is not going to go down from a few bullets. Ow! Oh, ow. Maybe just risk one more shot. Oh no, there's another one behind. I'm trying to shoot out their arms so they're not going to get less effort. Right. I don't know how big that mini-nuke explosion is going to be, so let's just withdraw back over here. Maybe get some defense. Oh! It went off. It went off. Let's get a grenade in case there's any left. We did it! We detonated a mini-nuclear explosion in the middle of a supply corridor at the Museum of Technology. Well, how's that for justice? Hey, technology experts! You invent the missiles, you invent the rockets, and I'll detonate them in your backyard. Surely that was big enough to take out everyone. Let's just hope everyone's dead. There's a couple of machine guns on those guys, and this massive shotgun here which does a huge kick, but I'm now over encumbered myself. But I'm kind of wondering what's the priority now. Looks like the bomb took out this guy as well. Could have even blown up the whole room, I don't know. Is there more guys up there? But there's the dish. That looks like the Virgo. I mean, I did hear a lot of footsteps going on in the other side of the building, but if I could get this dish, I can go back out the way I came. I probably don't even need to try and take them on. And I'm not sure where the benefit in taking them on would be. It would just be another potential chance to get killed. This is definitely it, the 1969 Virgo. And there's the dish they used to transmit back to Earth afterwards. So, as much as I feel that this kind of new confident Sebastian should probably be kind of trying to take on the world, I think the best thing I can do right now is maybe drink a load of that whiskey that kind of improves strength and just make a run for it. We can always come back another time. I mean, that Riley woman talked about giving me some God, I've got some sort of addiction to whiskey now. Brilliant, but at least I can move. that Riley talked about giving me some extra equipment. I mean, we can come back here, we can finish this job off, but God, that scared me with the way it moved. But for now, we've got the dish. We're alive. We know there's more mutants behind that door, probably more than one. It sounded like more than one step. We've got a safe route back out of here. Let's see if we can shortcut here. Let's just head our way back over to the dish. I'm going to cut the video feed here. I'm going to head over to Underworld, heal myself up, and I'll see you on the Washington Monument. Okay, I've restarted the video log. You can see the Psycho is still having a huge effect on my vision. Red skies, everything's slightly blurry, and on top of that, look, we've got some members of the Brotherhood of Steel. I found them by the Washington Monument just as I was heading back over to the Underworld, but that's going to be quite cool, because if any of those super mutants try and take any pot shots at me while I'm reinstalling this satellite dish, hopefully I'll get some kind of defense, although why they couldn't come with me into the museum, I don't know, but that would have really helped. But we're here, Washington Monument, satellite dish. We're starting to make progress. We're making our way through this war zone. We've taken out a whole bunch of super mutants, set off a mini nuclear explosion, and I'm beginning to wonder how often my body can take these repeat cripplings, but so far we seem to be holding up. So, Three Dogs mission. Get the satellite dish reinstalled so his blasted show can be transmitted into the night. I guess this is where we do it. Install the Virgo dish. And it's on. There we are. Three Dogs transmissions can echo once again across the wasteland, and that son of a bitch better tell me where my dad is now, or I'll be detonating the next mini-nuke in his radio station. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing my video log today, and if you have, then let me know you're out there. Give me some encouragement and hit that kind of thumbs up button, and check back soon, because we're gonna find Dad. And when we do, everything's gonna be okay. It'll be okay.